Well, y'all, I just officially found out that like I don't have cancer officially, that it never came back officially. I had my appointment last Tuesday with my oncologist. It was the first appointment that I've had since leaving the Appalachian or since like leaving for the Appalachian Trail. Um and I was like I can't say that I was like surprised. I definitely was relieved, but in my heart I knew that it was gone. I mean, I knew that before surgery that was going to be the cure. But for me this year, the most fascinating experience was so for me, I believe intuitively that there is a cause for things, and there's, there's a cause and there's a cure. All right. So cancer, boom, happens. Okay, great. Let's cure this. But if you don't address the cause, to me, I believe in my life that it will just continue to manifest in different ways. And I knew that going into it. I'll express that in a more articulate manner on another day. But this year was like basically a year of just releasing a whole lot of fears. And the reason that I want to make this video is it's fascinating, and maybe this is just more so like going to be a personal log for me. But here's the story time. I was sitting on my couch. I'm at my parents' house right now, home for the holidays, but dot 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 for the past few months of my life at this point, I've kind of been like, oh, here I am I here now? Like, is this where I live now? Is this where I go? And kind of like what I really learned in a energetic standpoint is like, yeah, you know what? I am here. And where is there to go other than that? I'm not talking like city, I'm not talking town, I'm not talking place, not job, not relationship. I'm talking about being here in yourself and owning that shit. Like, I am here on the earth, and I am here for good. And I believe that energy never lives or dies. So if I'm sitting right now in an eternal moment of truth, where is there to go? Now, sure, yeah, like I will be traveling again very soon. That's more so like the metaphysical expression of it. Like, I am here. I have arrived. I'm home. Anyway, whoa, Meg tangent. Back to being on the couch with my dad, sitting on my computer, and I got this email about my test results from the cancer, and it said negative, and I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, it says negative. Okay, I see that. Okay, like I knew that. Okay, and then I found myself kind of dissecting all of the information. Like, I was looking up the different words. It was like I was looking up the test results themselves, other than, I mean, scrolling to the bottom and it saying negative and like, Meg, you are fine, which I knew. I wanted to read in between the lines. Like, I wanted to know, I don't know, certain like more information. But the long story, the like long story short is there was something in me that like already thought that I knew that I was fine, but there was this split of energy where I still needed these test results, these results. I needed these freaking results to tell me that I was fine. But I don't really believe that anymore. I don't really believe that it's in the results, you know? The joy is in the journey. The joy is in the journey. Where am I going? I'm already here. This is a super energetic video. I'm sure that like many of these words don't even make sense, but if you're meant to get this message, you'll get this message. And I'm not ashamed of that anymore. Anyway, it was like I needed these results to tell me that I was fine, you know? So I'm like, okay, it says I'm okay. Okay, it says this. Okay, all right. Well, let me like take these words, and I'm not even mad at myself because like I needed to take certain words and Google them and get over fears in my own self, because I realized that the fact that I was even like obsessed with this email meant that I was still holding resistance towards this thing. Here's the story. There were 3 different things that I Googled, 3, great numerology. And I read it and I was like, okay, understand that. Okay, got the message. Okay, okay, okay. Came to terms in my own self that like, okay, yes, these test results really do mean that I'm okay. I already did know that, but like these are really telling me I'm okay. These results. And I took the biggest sigh of relief that I have ever took in my life, maybe. I am okay. I am here and I am okay. And I looked at my dad and I said, Dad, guess what? I don't have cancer anymore. And he was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, well, I just got my test results. And they like actually say it. He was happy and I was happy. And in this moment of relief and release, then I looked down at my computer and boop, 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 I got a message. And it was a job opportunity, but a job opportunity for something I love, choreographing and maybe potentially doing a little bit of directing and stage managing a musical at an acting studio that I used to teach at in whoop, split second after my release and my relief. And I thought to myself, whoa, that's how I was blocking myself because I was living in the fear of like the past, this past thing that like, sure, everything is a process. And I sitting here, I'm not like, again, like gonna say that this wasn't all meant to happen the way it happened because in that process, this all came up. And in that process, I released that. And in that process, I realized that I knew all along that I was fine and that I didn't need the results. I didn't require the results. But in the need and in the quest of the results, I was blocking myself. But my friends, the joy is in the journey. I learned that on the Appalachian Trail and I'm learning it in life. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just got to get yourself like in a good feeling place where you're hopeful and you're anticipating what's going to happen next. But officially, I don't have cancer anymore. And what I can say from like an intuitive, energetic standpoint is I know that the cure was the cure, but more so I know that I addressed the cause in releasing myself of resistance and fear this year. And it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And the way that I got there from there was just taking the next right step and the next right step and the next right step. And with every step, I built more confidence and security in myself. And it feels really good, like really, 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 really good. So I'm cancer free now, y'all. Sky is not even the limit anymore. But I love y'all, and I hope you resonated with that message. I'll be checking in with you again real soon.